Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday Nighter, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Back to throw here. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a second and 10. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He's got it to the 43 here. The Raiders at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to Mayer, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and 3.
intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here now a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. And I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such. But let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. White running to the left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
2nd and 2. To the right side, here's Miller. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And At 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He'll take it at the 42. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we can look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Oweh bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try and make a play downfield. But I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate didn't get intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This will be caught at the 2. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. White. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drops.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. To throw is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
13. Change it.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st down. Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a winger 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by the